Hi guys, thank you for stopping by and watching this video. So I'm at Teluk Intan now. So I will be staying here for 3 days and I have a lot of work to complete. So I will show you guys what I'm harvesting and what is ready to harvest. So I'm quite happy this time because there is a quite number of fruit that are ready to ripen and it's ready for me to bring back to Tel. And also it's a lot of work involved here. You can see all the weed is already grown tall, so I need to cut it down everything. And this section particularly, I want to clear it and plant some yam here. So I will update you guys what I'm doing this visit in Teluk Intan. So keep watching. These are the hummingbird trees. I'm growing this tree as a base for living fence. The tree already become tall and need to be cut down. As I mentioned, this is white flowering hummingbird tree and this is red flowering hummingbird tree. Previously, I maintained the height of this hummingbird tree as this level, but recently the TNB workers cut it down to some more lower level since it affect the electric wire. So I want to maintain this height to all the trees. So during this visit, I want to cut down the hummingbird tree to this level. Let's see what happened to all the serai that we have planted in previous video. All survived and growing well, as well as the weeds. Look at the wing beans vine. I saw this seed last December and is producing now. I'm happy with these as no one to look after these since I saw the seeds. It's growing by itself with the help of Mother Nature and giving me free food. The naturally grown veggie is always tastier than anything. Wing bean is my ever favorite vegetable. I just love the crunchiness and taste of it. Let's pick all the wing beans that ready to harvest. Since this wing bean is over matured, I keep these to collect seed later. I'm really happy with the harvest that I get from this wing bean. This is seedless guava tree that I have planted when I'm 14 years old. Look at the fruit that it has for me. I'm super excited. All this while, these three never produce fruits. If I have also just one small fruit per year. So last year, I did some heavy pruning and give some fish amino acid fertilizer. The result is amazing. Look at the size of this guava. This is soursop tree. I have three soursop tree planted in this property. I show you got one fruit over there and one small fruit here. Next to soursop tree, I've planted a star fruit tree. I plant this when I'm Form 5, I guess. Guys, I can see a ripe star fruit. Let's pick it. You know what? Nothing beats the joy of eating fruit from the tree that you have grown yourself. So let's enjoy the fruit. As I mentioned earlier, this star fruit tree has grown really taller and it is difficult to pick fruit from it. So, I want to do some heavy pruning to this tree. Last year I have cut one branch and now I want to cut this and this branch. My this visit to Teluk Intan really excites me. I'm really happy to see all the fruit trees with fruits. This is the second soursop tree and is bearing two fruits on it. This section of our property have a lot of weaver ant. Whenever I work here, hundred of these ants will bite me. So this is the second fruit on this tree. Look at the size of the fruit. The fruit is haven't matured yet. So maybe in 2 or 3 weeks it will be ripened. These are the soursop seedling that grow by itself from the fruit that fell down. So I want to replant these in between of hummingbird trees that I have shown just now. Let's see what's on my third soursop tree. There is a new bud and one fruit as well as weaver ant. Weaver ants protect fruit tree against certain pests. They also have a repellent effect on fruit bats which feed on fruits and maybe also on dangerous tree snakes and also protect against fruit thieves. Lastly, they play an undeniable role in improving fruit quality. This is charity coconut tree. Why I'm saying that? Because this tree is outside the fence and people will collect coconut from this tree. It's been really long time. We never concentrate plan anything at this section. The main reason is because lack of direct sunlight. If you guys can see some of unwanted trees that grown taller and block the sunlight from neighboring land, we already advised them to cut those trees. Since there is no action from them, I wanted to do it myself. It's been a decade and a half my mother never opens this gate. When she opens it now, I feel like she is opening Chandramugi's room door. Since never opened this gate for a long time, there are a lot of stuff that I need to clean up before I set up bridge to cross this ditch. I still remember my childhood time where I used to sit on this tree and read storybooks. What a wonderful life as Kampong boy. This is most scariest thing in my life, crossing this kind of small bridge. I still remember holding my brother or sister's hand to cross this kind of bridge. The wood that I'm holding helping me to balance myself, otherwise I'll be like this. So let's start to do work. I started to cut down all the trees. Alright, now you guys can see the place is brighter now and can get some direct sunlight. I cut down all the unwanted tree at neighbor's land. Since these tree grew near the fence at the bank of ditch, I assigned my mother to cut it down so I can concentrate on more heavier job where she cannot do. Done at this side of property is to cut down these starfruit branches as what I mentioned earlier. So now the starfruit is done with pruning. Guys, believe me, this job is not easy because while I'm cutting, these ants are biting me. I completed my work at another side of property. Now I want to cut the hummingbird tree trunk as I said earlier. This is my another scariest task because I afraid of height. I will be unstable when I go higher the ladder. But whatever it is, work need to be done. So let face the fear. I'm tying this rope as a guidance for me to cut all the remaining hummingbird tree trunk at the same level. Guys, this is tree pruning saw. This tool really helped me to complete my work faster and also helped me to do clean cuttings. So enough talking and let's do the job. Finally, I done pruning all the hummingbird trees except these three trees. The trunk of this tree not strong yet to cut. So once it's grown taller and stronger, I will cut all these trees trunk to this level. This is how my Teluk Intan garden work will be because there is a lot of major and heavy work need to be done and